Orofo mamu akwa bamfamra Famous TV so subscribe na share na yemfa ensema hodo no ebi mfa me to wakachi na onso nya bi enhwe racho eno na UK Military High Command ene ne dom kencha suma ne dom mom bi mu menhia mom do bodom nse asanteman ni UK aban no ye won hyehyeye ye wa yonkofa ntinu na pani behwe ekwanya soldiers for first we twa eye asante hini prusa you could see it clear say papa no na hini no nyankwada asem. He is powerful and sikadwa to me wo mu pa Otumfour in sema ho do to nanim ado to dom nanim ka kire mo se sene UK ekoso no omunye bisa amfama asante man ne Ghana man ma man tumpon na nye kra behwe ewiase mu bia no ha ne nsa ne kire dwaye adwale na mum eyemwa ne yebobo aye ho Otumfour in sema ho do enso de to aye aban nanim ani soja panyini pa senka Ghana anka Bema camp soja commander no ana ode etu nanim a chese eno ya resede no Otumfour enso etu nanim enko hemfo mine no ahaye Famous TV
Otumfour nyame kase Otumfour nyame kase Otumfour nyame kase Otumfour nyame kase Onyame bo aje obo yenye obo asante man obo Otumfour Nana wonkwaso Abode so ayeko Nana wonkwaso yema woso pejawo Otumfour nyame kase Otumfour nyame kase Onyame bo aje obo yenye obo asante man obo Otumfour Nana wonkwaso Otumfour.
I welcome you to Kumasi on this visit. And it gladdens my heart to see you here in the palace. Sure. And I'm sure they must have taken you to the museum and other places in Kumasi to see where we are. So, looking at you is just like looking at my army officers who are here. The general officer commandant and his people are similarly looking the same, doing the same things as you do, looking after us, protecting the country, and then to make sure that there's peace within our borders and everything. We on our part are also making sure that our people live in peace, and therefore trying to make sure that peace evolves everywhere in the part of Ghana. You know, Ghana is democratically elected. We elect our leaders and everything, but we need peace to develop. So my duty, together with the traditional authorities, to make sure that there's peace everywhere. And therefore, we make sure that we adjudicate over issues when there are conflicts in communities and everywhere, so that the government would also can have peace to do its developmental work. So that's exactly what we also try to do. We support the government of the day to make sure that, like a development catalyst, so that we make sure that our people have development and then have peace in relation to education, in relation to health. We do as much as possible to complement what the government does. But Ghana is a peaceful country, democratically electing our presidents. Elections come and go. But fortunately, we've been able to sail through all these issues, because if there are any issues, there are elders like us who would also be able to complement it by talking to the politicians to calm down. Fortunately, when we speak to them, they listen. And therefore, we've been able to move through as it is done. A true example is what happened in December, last, where we had elections and proper handing over and everything. So, in a nutshell, we live in a peaceful country where the rule of law, constitutionality, the rule of law, it's most important to everybody. Human rights are also very much respected and everything. We are here, the west coast of Africa, and then in the Sahelian, that is where our concerns were. But I believe our soldiers here have been doing the best to maintain our borders and security for us. Recently, there has been some communal skirmishes in the upper top of the range of Ghana, where closer to Burkina Faso. But we are doing every effort to make sure that we have peace in that area. So it didn't allow for the penetration of terrorism and everything to come in. So fortunately in Ghana, I can assure you that we've been blessed with humility, understanding. Each one is her brother's keeper, and therefore we move on. Tribal wars are not here because we all live. Religious wars are not here because if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, if you're a traditionalist, you are respected. everybody accepts that, and we live in harmony and everything. So that is exactly what we are doing. I have confidence in the armed forces; they are doing very well, but they need support also, equipment and funding and everything. Funding alone cannot. When they have to go, when we call them up, for example, some of the equipment that they need. I know Britain is also going through some tighter moments, but you do better than us, so we need the support. The training and everything is one, but the equipment are also some of the things that will require to support them in their training and everything. So we thank you, and I believe strongly that during your tour of Ghana, you've seen so much, you've been told so much, you've gotten to know the history and everything. So we thank you for coming. And you always welcome to come to Kumasi anytime that you want. Thank you very much for this afternoon.